The finance ministers of the 27 member states of the European Union meet every month, and twice a year they meet here in Luxembourg. Over here in the background it's the Swedish finance minister talking to the media. And of course this also is an occasion for financial journalists to get together. We came over here to ask them if there's any lessons in the financial crisis for journalism and for financial journalism.
The problem with financial journalists is that they have been following also these items, the banks and the stock exchange, and for years, but I haven't read a lot of articles in my newspapers, I haven't heard that on radio, I haven't heard a warning or so many warnings that we would go ahead in a big crisis. So I'm very pessimistic, to tell you the truth.
In the US and even more in Europe there have been early warnings. And I personally also received early warnings by bankers who should know what's happening at the markets. An investment banker, I think it was someone from Barclays Bank, visited me in my office and told me that there are many imbalances at the financial markets and that the central banks do not do their work, and that this could become very dangerous. And at that time I discussed the topic with my editor-in-chief. And unfortunately, but we were not alone.
It's the general public that is taking part of my reports. That means that a lot of things have to be fairly simplified, which is always risky when it's a lot of detail, like in something like the financial crisis. The crisis itself has evolved to begin with from a financial crisis to an economic crisis and now to a social crisis.
We've heard from every head of state, of government, every minister, that we would reform capitalism. This speech has come from the persons who are responsible for the mess we're in. The only journalists who could analyze and have another view on this issue are financial journalists.
No, I think that the media are part of the system, so that's not very new to me. They're owned by big companies, big multinational companies who work for like a very big multinational company. So, to me it's pretty obvious that, the media are in the system.
Well, the national press partly said that our banks are the best, our banks are the nicest. Nobody wanted to tell the people, please be careful, there's something big going on in Eastern Europe.
I think it's very hard to blame the journalism. If even the analysts, like the Standard & Poor's, so the rating agencies, they had troubles rating the big financial companies. So how could journalists do this job even better than the rating agencies themselves? So
everyone tried to do the job, but the banks missed it themselves, the supervisors missed it, politicians missed it, and journalists also. I think a lot of journalists warned for things that happen now, but no one saw the magnitude of it, the real risk, how big it could get.